We've all been hit by an increase in the cost of living over recent weeks. Whether it's your energy bills or your weekly shop, prices are rising quickly. And unfortunately, the war in Ukraine could make that even worse. Well, Catherine Nash is here to explain more. Catherine.
Well, since the conflict started last week, we've already started to see prices rise. Russia and Ukraine have very sizable stakes in producing and exporting all sorts of things, oil, gas, wheat, commodities that we all rely on. And as a result of that, the cost of heating your homes is likely to go up. So 17% of the world's gas comes from Russia. And although the UK only imports a small amount of it, Europe heavily relies on it. So as sanctions have been placed on Russia, the supply chain has slowed up, which has pushed up the value of gas, and that increase is passed on to us all. Now, something else you might have noticed this week is the price hike in petrol. Russia, one of the biggest oil producers in the world. Have a look at this graph. You can see how it's steadily grown over the past few months, spiking this week when they hit $114 a barrel, which is actually the highest level since July 2014. And that's having a knock-on effect across the board.
This has a catastrophic impact on the global economy. This is an oil price shock. So everything in terms of business costs is going up, and that will have to be felt. Businesses will pass on those increased costs to consumers, which will increase prices we pay in the shops.
Well, as we heard there, all sorts of things are going up, but so are our food bills as well. Russia is one of the biggest exporters of wheat. You can see here more than 17.5%, which is worth billions of dollars. Similarly, Ukraine, that's another big player as well. And between them, they provide the world with a quarter of its wheat supply. Now, take a look at this. You can see here how prices have jumped up this week dramatically as well to the highest level in 15 years.
What that means is we're going to see higher prices for all sorts of foodstuffs in the medium term, and that's going to be on top of inflation that was already in the system. So we're going to see a higher level of inflation, and probably for a longer period of time.
Now, this, of course, comes at a time when we're facing higher costs of living. So this is yet another financial pressure to add into the mix.
It certainly is. Thank you, Catherine.